I hope all is well for you guys on this lovely Friday evening. Girl, it's been storming all day, and y'all know me. And I would go out in and talk about the power outages and stuff like that. I want to talk about that on Conspiracy Sunday, because that's right up my alley. The power going out, uh, the president ear shot off, stuff like that. But there's something that I want to talk about, and I'm gonna look back at this and realize that this makes me like a bitter Betty, but that's cool. I'll just be a bitter Betty in this moment. But I just want to talk about clarify some things and talk about something that I caught recently, and I'm going to explain why I made the comment I made. So if somebody thinks I'm a total bitch, I don't care. Until you understand or till you walk a day in my shoes and understand what I'm talking about, don't assume nothing. Okay? Y'all know my story. I'm not going to repeat the story because it pisses me off all over again. So, I want to talk a little bit about something like about this right here. Because I want to address the comment I made in the comment section. Because I'm a total douchebag. And I will be that. I don't give a damn. Because I feel like I need to address this. The reason I feel like I need to address this because I don't want anybody's significant other to feel like it's an attack on her. It's really just me peeping game and knowing game and realizing that the longer he stay with the girl, the more money she puts out to be with him. Because just in case you don't know, that the entertainment industry is not as thriving as it used to be. Y'all know this. There's only a few people who are on the road. Not everybody gets to do a big arena tour. Not everybody is able to do that. Or when they did do an arena tour, instead of focusing on trying to do another arena tour, you chose to cut the fool like a 5 year old. Um, and then you decide to bash your bandmate because he won't go back to toxicity. Your bandmate knows you're a toxic person, you have problems, and you need help. And that's true. And maybe she's giving you the help that you need. Hopefully, she is. I don't know. Time will tell. But I want to talk about this because I made a comment in the comment section and it's at the top. And the comment I made was, I wonder how much you set her back. Let me explain why. Because Lord knows I couldn't afford them. Shit. I couldn't afford them. I couldn't afford them at all. Okay, I thought I closed my whole window to keep that from happening. But well, okay. Cool. All right. So, the reason I made this comment, like I said, I have no issue with this young lady. She didn't do nothing to me. And I'm not doing anything to her. My issue is when you, from my understanding, you look at somebody's post and this person says they have turned. Did I just burp? That was gross. This person says they have turned a new leaf. They're not doing certain things. They're living a dream life. They're living a good life. And this, that, and fro. Um, and you notice this is a pattern with this particular person right here, the gentleman in the picture. It's a pattern with him where he's like, "Oh, I'm living a dream life. I'm living a good life. I'm making money. I'm happy. I'm going to church now." I hate when people go to church. I hate people thinking that you are a better person just because you go to church. You know, Jesus was a good person and he didn't go to church not one damn time. You see his ass in the synagogue every morning getting saved every morning. You see him in a prayer circle, all this shit that they have you do in church just to prove that you saved and sanctified in the blood of Jesus. All that, Jesus didn't even do that shit. He didn't do all that. Because when you happy, you don't have to tell people you're happy. When you're saved and you sanctified, you don't have to tell people you are saved and you sanctified. But let's just go off the bat of saying that we do believe that this person has changed and have turned a new leaf and is clean and sober and all these other great things that people um can be um when they're not on some uh, powder or even the devil's lettuce. Yeah. Um, let's go with we believe this person is clean and sober. This does not negate that this person has been in 1,215 relationships. Um, ask a little Chinese girl in China. He was so happy in love with her. I'm just saying, you know. And the truth is, it's toxic behavior. It's really toxic. But let's just say today we're going to turn a new leaf ourselves and say that we believe that this person has changed. Okay. We believe that this individual is not doing the devil's lettuce and is clean and has been sober and clean for months now. Let's go with that. Let's go with that positivity. Okay. Is it going to stay that way even when this person gets frustrated and realize that certain things are just not coming to pass for them? Is it going to stay that way when this person sees that, you know, your opportunity left a long time ago and is not coming back? And it has nothing to do with really you. It's just that that person choose not to be around toxic behavior. Um, which the toxic behavior include devil's lettuce. Um, mm, there was devil's lettuce. I'll take that back. That person can't really judge you off of that. The devil's lettuce. No kidding. Um, yeah. When do you start to show your true colors? What does it take for your true colors to come out? I know with me is I asked you to be consistent and you weren't. And from my understanding, you did an interview and you said that this new girl is very understanding of your lifestyle. If that's the case, which I'm trying to figure out what lifestyle that is, um, If she's understanding of inconsistency, you not be able to perform. I'm not talking about sexually. I'm saying you're not being able to perform your half of the deal, which is you are the man, you are the provider. You're supposed to take care of house. It's not just supposed to be me by myself. Relationships are more than just sex, people. Anybody can have sex. Um, um, in the end, women want to be women. Now, I'm not saying no. When I say women, I'm talking about we want to know that in certain situations that our man got us. He has our back. You know. Oh my goodness, that's a voicemail. What's that? Oh, that's from early this morning. Okay, so women want to know, when times get tough for us, do you have our back? Are you going to take care of us? Because we don't mind taking care of you, but are you going to be able to take care of us? And long story short, when push come to shove, this person has epically failed at um, doing his end of the bargain when it comes to being playing the role of a man. But like I said, he said that she's understanding of the lifestyle. She's understanding what kind of life he lives. So I'm assuming she understands that he won't be able to do the things he claimed he's going to do. And if that's the understanding, then she's not surprised or shocked by what she gets from this person. Right? But my question is this. We're going to speak once again in the tense and in the positive light of that. You have turned a new leaf and you're no longer that guy anymore. And you no longer do those things anymore. How many of me have you dealt with, and how many of her have you dealt with? Or you dealt with the combination? Granted, I didn't sleep with you, so which I thank God I didn't do that because I do not want to be infected by those demons. So, and that's the question I have right here in this moment is that for you to find someone who is willing to deal with you and to put up with your shit and deal with your lifestyle. Because it was funny to me that when you did that interview and you kind of told everybody that you were in that relationship and everything was good, not too long after that, you were scaling a hospital building, which that's not still not a her thing. Oh my goodness, what did I do to my eyebrow? It's still not a her thing. It's more of a you thing, and that you have personal problems that you need to deal with. Back to the essential question of the day. Oh my god, I used to hate doing those. Sometimes I had classes. I remember being in school, being in high school. Sometimes I had teachers who said, "This is just the essential question because this is just part of the lesson. Uh, you don't really have to answer it." And then I had some teachers who were gung ho on saying you need to answer the essential question. I'm not gung ho on anybody answering this question. Nobody has to answer me no more. How much did you set her back? And I will be honest with you, there are people who don't understand the entertainment industry. I don't. I genuinely don't. So my bad for not understanding this world. But once again, it's not my bad. It's just I was raised in a normal world and you don't do things a certain way in the real world. Um, but if somebody does not understand how the entertainment industry works, how it goes, and there's a difference between the entertainment industry and the nightlife entertainment industry. When because long story short, um, the nightlife entertainment industry, yeah, there's some similarities, but then there are some differences. Are some differences. Maybe it's just best if you stick with the entertainment industry type of people who totally get this, right? Who totally understand it and don't patronize people who don't understand how the entertainment industry specifically work. I know people be like, you're in your feelings, all this happened like 3 years ago. Why can't you get over it? It's not even that. It's the mere fact that you and like I said, I guess you don't need my support and you never needed my support to begin with. Now, as a teenager, that would have hurt my feelings, but as an adult, I have an understanding that when someone don't need me, just go about my business. I used to get butt hurt when I would try to come help people, because that's all I wanted to do in my life was to help people. Even my major was based on helping people. That's all I want to do is help people and make people thrive. But part of helping people, you have to understand, you have to be selfless enough to understand that they don't owe you nothing back. It still kind of hurt in my 30s. It still hurts my feelings because all you did was root for this person when they were at their lowest, and then when they get to their highest, they call you a retarded ass bitch. But the long story is that people don't owe you anything when you willingly gave up something that you didn't owe them. And either way, even if I didn't give up something, if I didn't give up something to get what I was getting, even if I didn't give up, even if I didn't give up something, either way, this person would not have wanted to be around me regardless. Um, it goes back to when you're in school and somebody asks you for a pen or paper And so you expect the same person that when you need a pen or paper to help you out. And that's just not where they at. They're not at the mental state to be able to give back to you. And a matter of fact, they think that you did that out of the kindness and goodness of your heart. Now, when they take advantage of the fact that they did that to you, yes, that's your fault for thinking that they owe you something back because they really don't owe you nothing back. I remember one time when I was in school, I'm not gonna talk about me because I do have a habit of giving stuff and then get mad when I don't get anything out of it, like even a friendship or anything like that, a close friendship from it. Um, I have a bad habit of doing that. I resorted back to my ways, and that's because I was around people who were doing that for me. And the crazy part is I knew that this person, when she was doing it for men, I was like, "Why are you over here paying for dick? Who pays for penises?" And then I turned around and did the same thing like an idiot. So it wasn't like I was not warned, and it was not like I did not know the protocol. But in the same sense, it's like you can't get mad when you pay for something and don't get anything out of it because you willingly became a participant in whatever this person was doing. So you can't really get angry and get mad about it because you weren't supposed to expect anything out of it anyway. You're supposed to just like, yeah, you know what? I'm supporting you. And I'm going to say this. I should have stayed in my place, understood what I was in your eyes, and either one, not gave the money to you, or two, just willingly understood that I'm supporting someone and making sure someone don't starve. And that's my due diligence as a reminder, as a thing of saying that I am grateful that you're alive and you're still here. Oh, I done got some tough skin because I would have started crying after that. I'm a crybaby. So for me to not be crying right now, that's epic. But long story short, when you give someone something and they don't give you anything back, even though they promise you something back, they don't owe it back to you. They don't. It's crazy because this whole thing came differently because I thought I was going to be dragging him and making fun of him and making fun of this whole situation because I don't know. I thought I was gonna be dragging the whole situation and stuff like that. And I did put in the comment section, you know, oh, how much that set her back. Because the truth is, I know it set me back, and I didn't even sleep with him. But it goes to show, I kept telling him that. Also, I'm like, you don't even like me. You don't like me because if you did like me, you wouldn't do those things. But I'm gonna go into saying this because this has been heavy on my mind, and I had to address it because it was heavy on my mind. Just to say, I was warned a year before the whole transaction went down. And I interpreted it as something else because in the back of my head, I felt like wasn't in a relationship with you. I still don't feel like I was in a relationship with you. And I wasn't gonna pay for a relationship with you because that's not how relationships work in my world. Yeah. So back it was a year before it was a few months before I met you on Bigo. And I met you on Bigo, I think in October. So we were all getting readings from one of the girls' sister. So this girl gave me a reading, and long story short, I didn't know who she was talking about because I wasn't in a relationship with a man. But what people need to understand and what folks see is like months down the line, you need to see stuff for where it is. But I wasn't in a relationship with you at all. Matter of fact, even after the whole instance of the summer 2021, I'm still was not in a relationship with you. But for her to see it a year before it happened or went down, I guess I didn't think. So we were all sitting up there getting readings, and this girl and one of the girl's sisters, she came in there, she did a reading on me, and she read the whole situation. The card, she even showed me on the tarot cards the exchange between my mom and me and you. And I was so baffled when I realized, oh my God, she read into the whole year next year and what happened to me. She saw it coming and I didn't. And the thing is, I knew it too. I saw it coming too. So it wasn't like I was not aware of it at all. I saw it too. And I was too stupid to see it because in the back of my head, I'm thinking something different. I hope you learn what real love is through my action of love. If this is really real love, it's going to stand the test of time. It's going to be fruitful and it's going to produce things. I have growing hands and people flourish with me. Now it's time for me to focus on me flourishing, me getting my stuff together, me investing in me, and me getting back to who I am and what I'm about and what I'm about to do and what I want to do. And With my understanding, now I know you can't make somebody reciprocate something if that's not how they feel for you. That's just it. You can't make somebody reciprocate something they don't feel for you. And for them, you're just there temporarily to be a stepping stone for them to get better. And it's nothing more, nothing less. So telling someone I'm hurt and telling them that they hurt my feelings over and over again, um, is stupid. One, and two, after 3 years, it's the understanding that this person does not care, and it's my problem and my fault for sticking and staying with being hurt. Um, this is me finally adding closure to this. And it's the closure I needed for myself. And I hope anybody out there that's seeking peace and they're seeking understanding and they seeking clarity, that they get that. Because I found clarity, understanding, and peace now. Like I said, I was gonna go in here and drag this and go into this or anything like that. But long story short, I now understand, and it has been made clear where I stand in this, and I have. I would say this. I mean, I'm a Virgo sun, so I can humble myself and I can be humble. But my Leo rising just rise. Now I understand what my role is in this whole situation. I'm gonna let it go and just wish everybody the best and wish myself the best because now it's time for me to flourish and to sow seeds that I need to sow. It is what it is, and it was what it was. And I didn't know my place. Now I do. This is me signing off and saying that I see it for what it is now, and that maybe I was the delusional one.